expected to throw a punch on a night out. The four-time world champion has launched a self-funded TV campaign.
Take it from me, one punch can be lethal. Thrown in anger like this, without warning, without any gloves, it can be deadly. One punch can end his life and ruin yours.
Danny says friends also play a vital role in preventing these cowardly attacks, and boxing champ Danny Green joins us now. Danny, good morning. Can I start by saying good on you for getting behind this? You are just the right person for this, to get this message out, and you're very passionate about this issue. Why is that?
Good morning, Sam. Thank you. Look, I'm a father as well, as a lot of us are in the community, and when you pick up the paper, and I was sitting on the plane and but due to fly to Sydney on Saturday, and I had a text message come through from a friend of mine that this poor young kid, Daniel Christie, had passed away, and I was just shocked and saddened. And a couple of years ago it happened again over in Perth, unfortunately, so I decided to make an advert to try and make a difference, to try to appeal to people to basically just, kick back and try and diffuse the situation. The worst thing to do is, if in a predicament or any volatile situation, any confrontation, is to react with violence. It's the silliest and the easiest thing to do. I guess the mature and the thing a real man would do would be to diffuse the situation and to walk away from it and to calm their friends down and to make them see reason and enjoy the night, and then wake up the next day with no ramifications other than maybe a slight hangover.
Yeah, exactly. Now you of course fight for a living. How important is it that young people, young men in this situation in the most case, see the difference between a professional fight and a pub brawl, or someone just belting someone in the street like we've seen lately?
Yeah, Sam, there's no comparison at all. What I do and what I've done and what a lot of athletes do is in a combative arena. We fight each other. We're consenting adults. We're elite athletes, and it's a sport. And my sport's one of the oldest living sports left in the Olympic Games. There's no comparison to walking outside down the street, fueled with alcohol, drugs, steroids, whatever it may be, or just a terrible attitude towards other people, and then go and fell someone from behind, an innocent person, for no reason, with no warning. It's lethal, it's deadly, and it's just disgraceful. We need to stamp this out. Yeah,
and it's just cowardly. And I like this message that you've got, that you say friends have a role in preventing these crimes. What can friends of these blokes do?
Well, it's really easy. It's not easy, Sam, but I've done it plenty of times myself, as we all have. We've all been out, and there's been, the possibility of a confrontation. It's really easy just to say, hey, buddy, just relax, walk away, mate. Let's just go and enjoy a night, get on with it, and then, let's wake up just with a hangover instead of possibly being locked away in a jail cell and facing a murder charge, and then or feeling extremely guilty having done something shocking to someone else's life. And as friends, we all have a responsibility, and I'm trying to get through to the community. And my friends and all the people in the community are now rallying behind this campaign and coming together. And my mate up in Sydney, Anthony Bell from Bell Partners, he's the guy who actually helped me get this up and running the other day, to get the campaign up and running after this young kid passed away. And like the whole community, we all want to pull together and see an end to this ridiculous, senseless violence.
Sam, do you mind if I ask Danny a question? Danny, it's Kochie here. This mixed martial arts, the UFC sort of fighting that so many young blokes follow at the moment, and is that contributing to it, do you think?
Kochie, it's a good question, mate. I really don't think so. A friend of mine, Jamie Terhune, is a UFC fighter, mate. He's 32 years old. He's a well-known, respected fighter around the world. To look at him in the flesh, he looks like a guy who can really handle himself. He's a tough guy, but he's never had a street fight or a confrontation in his entire life outside his arena in the cage.
Blokes who watch UFC think, oh, I can do that, I can walk around, it's just...
I understand where you're coming from, Kochie, and it does make sense what you're saying, but I think it's up to... I think the attitude towards others in the community slowly, towards each other, is slowly, unfortunately, eroding, and it's dissolving, and we need to get back the old school values we had. I don't think it's a matter of people watching fights and going out and then doing it. You're either going to do it or you're not, whether you watch these fights or not. I think it's programmed in your personality.
All right, mate. Thank you for that.
Thanks, Kochie.
Thanks, Sam. It's been worrying me, this sort of move.
I think a lot of these young guys are watching, people punching each other on TV, and they think people don't get hurt by it.